Alright, welcome back everybody. This is going to be the installation of the solar panels on top of the frames. So, if this looks like something's being disassembled, it is, because I went by YouTube of some other guys building these things, and they are flimsy as all can get out, even with reinforcement and stuff. They had 3 posts. I don't know if that was the difference, but I don't want my panels to crack, and there's just too much flex in the whole thing. So yeah, disassembled. I'm putting a negative out here on my channel so that when you see other people doing this method, yeah, I would say not, unless it's a small system. All right, stay tuned for what I'm going to do next. So, change of plans, doing things quite a bit different than how I had it the first time, with making it all out of wood and for this whole array to tilt as one. Now we're making it to where there are even more panels now. I have 32 total instead of 28. But so we're doing 2 posts, 8 panels like this. So got some of the unistrut and doing it out of metal to make it more rigid. So now 2 with pivot instead of 4. And we're putting these 2x6 by 16s so that we don't get any twist in these poles. I was told that the 6x6s wouldn't twist, but oh, they twist big time. So that's why we're putting the 2x6 by 16s in, so that it doesn't twist, tying 2 of them in together. So we did have the panels up on this first one, and we had to take them down, got our wire pulled. But this is how it looks for now until the panels go on. And then we also had to do, to stabilize the ends a little bit, we had to put these kickers in to make them pivot along with the solar panels. So that's some math that you got to put in there. So sorry I didn't videotape us doing all this, but we're trying to figure it out as we go. In a short period of time that I put these 6x6 posts in, they twisted so much it was kind of hard to align. I'll kind of do it this way. Look straight up. Trying to go straight down. Trying to even these all out. Why can't I get a good picture here? Okay, trying to keep these in line right there. See that? So that they're in line. So anyways, we're having to do it independently and figure it all out. So sorry we weren't videotaping, but I'll give you snapshots along the way. Stay tuned. Okay, got them all ready, except for the those kickers there. We're gonna put those on after we do the solar panel. But these are all done, ready to accept solar, so we're gonna do that now. Put the panels on, 32 of them. He also has his own channel where he does a whole lot of different things like I do, and his channel is Dirty Max D. Dirty Max D. All right, people. You can see I have my 2 arrays. They're a little wonky, they're not straight. Like I said earlier, had a lot of twisting of these 6x6 posts and some of the 2x6s that I used. But yeah, so 11 on the right, 11 on the left, and then there remains 5 on each one, which will be 10. So I'll have 3 different arrays. A total of 32 panels. But yeah, you can look down and see how wonky they are. Not happy with it. So, and then I just got these temporary kickers for now. at the angle that I need at this time of the year. So I'll change those out later on, but got all my ground put in. What I did was I put 8-foot grounding rods on each post, so there's a total of 8. And then I tied all of the panels together. Even though they're sitting on metal, I wanted to make sure, so I tied each one together, which is a total of 4, and then connected it to this lug right here. So, but yeah, let me show you this post so you see what I mean. If you can look straight down that, I don't know if you can see it or not, how twisted that not only the post but the 2x6s, I call them arms, these things right here, the pivot arms. So this one's probably the worst. And then you can see that very last array down there, the 2x6 is also bent. Tell you can't buy any good wood anymore. It's horrible. So these 5, so you got 4 and then 1 over here, so they'll be daisy chained all the way down and then through the dirt and then up to those. So there's another 4 on the end and 1 off of this array right here, which would be 5. That makes up the 10 for that last array. Still waiting on some wire to come in to finish that up. I already had the 22 panels running, and yeah, had a very overcast day. I was below 50% on the batteries, and by sundown I had 97% battery charge. But you see how wonky that is down there? So I went on YouTube and I looked to see what people were doing as far as building some type of pivot system, and you'll see at the very beginning of the video that I built one and it was very flimsy, and I had to tear it all down. And I kept the posts, which are still twisted and still are twisting, so that's why I kind of built it like this with 4 panels on each post. And I still gotta build these arms on the rest of the panels. I don't have that yet, so that's the only thing I'm lacking. But also, so the 3 different arrays, as you can see, are coming down into my shut-off box. So I got this shut off, and then I have one shut off inside on my PV or on the 18K EG4 inverter system. I have one on that as well, so double protection there. Oh, let me say this before I wrap this up. See how we had these metal brackets, U-channel. Electricians use that when they're installing in commercial buildings. When I took apart all the 2x6s, I had to do something, so we built these frames. And if I had to do it all over again, I would have used steel, all steel, for the posts, for the arms, for the brackets, everything. I would have used steel. But these are 4 feet into the ground with concrete. I didn't want to pull them and then go through the expense of, or more expense I should say, to build it out of steel. We'll see how they handle wind. So that's going to be the determining factor if I have to rebuild again. So, alright, thank you for watching. If you like this sort of content, please hit your bell icon there and notifications, and watch some of my stuff. I do all kinds of crazy things. So this is MacGyver_me. Talk to you later.